All right, man. Listen, we need to have a talk. We can only watch the stock market bleed out for so long before we all turn into bears. WTF, my friends. WTF. Look at this. Look at it. There's so much red. Pay no mind to these green numbers. No, look at all the red ones. Those are the real numbers. Everything is red. We can't all be bears. That's not how the world works. But you keep doing this, we're all going to be bears. I just read a comment on WEBULL. It was kind of funny. He was like, I'm so good at picking the peak of these stocks. I'm just real bad at buying the peak also. Bro, if you're good at picking the peak, you need to be a bear. You put on some skis, put on a snowboard, and ride that sucker all the way down to happiness. My God. I don't know, man. I don't have any words of wisdom. I don't. I'm just holding it at the moment. I'm just hodling. I'm hodling. That's what I'm doing. I watched it, and they're like, "Oh, that's some people joined today, looking at Oxygen." They're like, "Hey, what do you think of Oxygen?" It's like, I don't really follow it because Oxygen has been like such a, I want to call it a meme stock, but lots of hype around Oxygen, and so I was like, all right, well, let me just look at this chart. Look at this 4-hour chart, and I was like, oh, that's a disgusting head and shoulders on a 4-hour chart. So yeah, there it is. Down 12%. I think at one point it was down like 16 or 18% today. It was just bleeding out, man. I'm like, oh, I think it's going to turn around. No, it's going to run. It's running. They're all running. Look, man, they're real fast. They're so fast. Rocket company down 16.62% after earnings. Yeah, Vine down 21%, Amorous 16, Redfin 15, Etsy 14, Socket Mobile 13, Workhorse 12, Oxygen 12, Tilray 11. Look, man, these are big losses, and they're back-to-back days. This isn't even like it just is a little bit. This isn't like, well, it rebounds up 20%. This is every day we've lost 10 or more percent. Now, I'm in Vaxar still. I'm just hodling it because I can't even stomach to even want to look at what it's worth right now. At one point today, I was like, maybe this is where I just get out of it. It was at 720, and I was like, well, it's turning around. It's turning around. I'm going to show you. Boom. This is the chart, right? So from a technical standpoint, it has developed a little bit of a floor on there, right? We got a little bit of like a floor. And then we're going to go find the damn basement of this floor. That's what's going to happen. I hope it doesn't happen, man. I really do. When we looked at the 5-minute today, I was like, oh, shoot. Look at that reverse. That was probably just some shorts covering while it was just dirt cheap. It wasn't getting any cheaper. And if you've got to cover that many, you might as well just do it while it's cheap, right? So it shot up, man. It went from 662 to 722, which is a solid 60-cent gain. And then it just bled back out and went up a little bit. But you just got to hodl it, man. Right now, this is just bearish. I don't know where the bottom is. If you read the comments in Webull, you're a freaking clown anyway. But could this give up another buck? Maybe. It's not vaccines related. It's not the potential of like Biden saying, well, you can't just keep it to yourself, basically, which is nuts. Oh, well, you can't have a patent on a vaccine. Yes, you can. It's a pandemic. Good. There's other choices. That's why there's other choices, Joe Biden. You can't just come out and say crazy shit that you can't even back up. This is what happens. This kind of stuff. And then you had I think I was watching the Close and Meet Kevin. Listen to him talk about Square. and how Square sold off because one of the news outlets falsely reported a bad earnings or something, and it tanked like 5% immediately. And then they corrected it, and then it was up like 2%. You're like, dude, that's the power of the media. It's the power of these mistakes. So I don't know, man. I'm just going to turn into a bear. I think I might even just pull money out of where I have it now and throw some into like WEBULL or Robinhood and just play some just day trade options. Split it in day trade options and just scalp it. I did buy I bought a call on Rocket Mortgage because there's no way this thing stays. Look at this drop. Look, there's no way. Look at that cliff. That's not normal. Look at its run. It's not normal. Right? Now this also isn't normal. When it goes up to whatever it touched, 42, what's the high? 52-week high. $43. And the low is 16. This is not normal. Right? You have a growth stock that is just in the dirt. It's crazy. It's nuts, man. So I bought a call option on it. I think I bought an 1850 call for next Friday. And it was in the money a little bit today, and then it fell back down. So that's where we were at with that, man. Look, it just climbed a mountain, and then I pull it up. It just fell down afterwards. Climbed, and then it just fell. It was honestly brutally slow to watch. Everything today, there was no movers. It was just freaking downright dead and dreadful. And maybe this is just not going to be the month. I got an itch on my nose. Sorry about that. But I think, man, look, we can't all be bears. Someone has to buy the actual shares. And if you're a bear, you're not buying shares. You're buying puts or you're selling calls. And I guess if you want to sell calls, bears, man up, buy the shares. But that goes against everything about being a bear. Owning that thing and hoping it goes down doesn't do you any good. Unless you're selling calls hoping it doesn't go up. So, yeah, man. I don't know. I got nothing for you. I'm going to talk about some other stuff tonight, though, and I'm going to do my live stream here as soon as I wrap up a few things. We'll talk about it. And I do have an exciting announcement. I am excited. I'm excited about this. So I'm going to we're going to have an announcement probably Sunday on the podcast. So that's going to be pretty cool. But yeah, man, if you guys are out there holding some stuff, let me know what you're holding. If you're holding OCGN, man, look, anyone who's telling you that Ocugen is just going to pop off, it's unlikely that it's going to pop off. Look, man, these things are just running the wrong way. Sometimes it be like that. Sometimes you just got to take your money and just sit on it for a few days. Or maybe put it into something super safe, like your mattress. It'll probably still be there when you get home. At least it probably won't be missing 12%. If you want to be even safer, like put some in the mattress, maybe some under the dresser, put some under the sink in the bathroom. Just spread it out, and you probably won't lose any of it. But right now, unless you're a bear, we'd be bleeding to death, baby. So I'll check you guys out tomorrow, man. It's honestly, I've got a lot to do tomorrow too, so I probably won't be around. I'll run the stream, but I'm not going to sit there and watch it all day. It's going to have to do something super amazing to pull me away from my actual stuff I've got to do. But leave me some comments, man. I'll get back to you. Hope you guys are doing well out there. All my guys that joined me during the day, I appreciate y'all. Maybe I'll see some of y'all tonight. Later.